So listen. Alright, hold on, let me put this down. I gotta get my Chico stick ready. I eat Chico sticks like crazy. I need to stop now, but nope. Alright. Phone. So listen, right? Y'all need to go read the book of Enoch, right? Read the book of the Giants, and read the Coburn Bible, right? And those three books. There's a couple other books I haven't even gotten to them yet, but those three books right there will tell you what it was like when the 200 angels came down on Mount Hermon. The watchers came down on Mount Hermon. They did not fall. I hate when people use that word fall, because that opens up the door for them with that fake ass war in heaven. Because there was no war in heaven. But you read that, and it'll literally give you a bird's eye view what it was like when they were on the earth, and when they carved up the lands and became rulers of the lands, right? So it's literally what you see right now. You gotta think, certain angels taught men the forming of metals and of war. Certain angels taught women how to use charms, makeup, and stuff like that. Certain angels told men how to manipulate the weather. So the families that y'all think y'all human aren't human. That's them angels. Because remember, they said they was gonna be released for a time, right before the consummation, right? So they right back doing the same shit they was doing from the first time. This is why you seeing reports of people saying about the snow, it's got plastic in it and all this stuff. Like, it's the same shit, y'all. Everything that was happening during the very first time, during the time of Adam and Eve, it's the exact same thing happening again. If you read it, it talks about the wars, the bloodshed. It talks about every little fucking thing that was going on then is literally replaying itself again. It's literally doing it again. The only thing that has not happened yet, they ain't make them some kids again. Which they probably did. And they probably got them in hiding and stuff like that. But that's coming next. The hybrid creatures, all that stuff, they've been doing that. You see it. When they telling you they made it a cow with a damn horse and all this crazy stuff. It's the same stuff. It's the exact same stuff, y'all. So we living in the times of Noah and don't even know it. And this ain't nothing yet. It's gonna get way worse. It's gonna be way worse. The bloodshed is going to be crazy. Well, I tell you, it's literally going to do it again. You know, you got they are the ruling family, and then you got the wicked, the fucking kings of the earth, the wicked kings that live on that rule under them and subjugate the people. Same shit. You got the sacrifices going on. That's where your children been disappearing to. They've been snatching kids, sacrificing them to the angels. Everything's the same. Everything's the same, y'all. If you read the book of Enoch, people were sacrificing their children to those angels and to those giants. That's your gods. That's the old guys that the Bible talk about. That's what it's talking about. It's talking about them angels. And that's why, like, when I did the video, and I said to y'all, imagine if his son went and started worshiping, or not worshiping, but giving thanks to another man, and that man ain't did shit for him. You the one out there doing everything. You know what I mean? Same thing. And the reason why we were chosen, right? Because like they said, like it says that the Most High said he knew all this shit was gonna happen, right? And a lot of people saying, well, why he ain't stop or whatever. You know, it's like a destiny thing. It's like once something start, you gotta let it play through. You can't alter it or try to fix it or change it. That's the thoughts of a man. Men, we think like that. Oh, we could just change it or go back in time and alter it. That's what men do. Obviously, the Creator knows more than we do. But if you pay attention, right? During the time of the angels, right, the watchers, and with their sons, the giants, and all the other creatures they created, right? There was one group of people that did not fall into the evil ways. It was one people that did not do it, and that one people were the children of Seth. And if y'all watch any of my videos on YouTube, I'll literally show y'all that Seth is the only son of Adam. Cain and Abel is not his children. I told y'all that. They were not his children. So, Seth was the only one that didn't fall in. And I keep telling people that there were more than one Adam and more than one Eve. That's where the other people came from. That's where the other people came from. And the only one that did not fall and started doing evil deeds and all this bloodshed and stuff was the children of Seth. And they were the children of Adam, because Adam was the one that was formed from the dirt of the ground and he breathed his spirit into. So that was the Creator's way of preserving the earth, preserving the people of the earth. But even with the flood did not destroy everybody. It didn't. You read the Coven Bible, it'll tell you that it didn't. And if you pay attention to what you read, you'll realize that it didn't. Because when Moses killed King Og, right? King Og was a giant. Og called Moses a grasshopper in his sight, right? He called Moses a grasshopper. Og was born before the flood. Remember, them giants didn't get old and die. They were celestial light. They didn't get old and pass away. They had to be killed. And remember, Michael put a thought in them giants' minds, and he had them fighting amongst each other. They were fighting amongst each other, but during that flood, all of them didn't die. And all of mankind didn't perish either. I'm going to tell you what happened was, right? This is what the quote-unquote powers that be did. What they did was, they told y'all that everybody perished, and Noah and his sons were the only ones left, and they repopulated the earth. They did that so they could try to show a point that to try to say that we all are the same people, and we're not. We're not all the same people. that the preservation of Noah and his sons was the preservation of Seth and his line. That's all that was. It was not to save all of mankind, because the flood did not destroy everybody. Because it don't make sense. If Og was born before the flood, and now he's calling Moses a grasshopper, how did he get there? And if all the giants were destroyed, then how the hell did David fight a giant? Remember, David, when he first came out, when Saul was king, he killed a giant, which was Goliath. Then, when David became king, they slaughtered giants. So where them giants come from? If everybody was gone and Noah was the only people left. All you gotta do is pay attention to what you're reading. So, everything that's going on has happened before. This all is the same thing. It's all the same. The technology is a lot behind, because a lot of people tend to think that this is we're advanced. This is nothing compared to what we were before. Nothing. If we read the story of what's his name? Let me think of that son's name. So I can't think of it. I'm bad with people's names. So if you look at the 12 tribes of Israel, right, the 12 sons of Jacob, right, the son that they sold, that Judah and them sold to into captivity to Egypt, right? That son, I can't think of his name. If you think about it, when he kept Benjamin, right? Remember when he told them to leave Benjamin there with him and go get their dad, but they didn't know that was their brother. Remember, they looked in the at a device to see where he was at. How you looking at the device to see where they was at? If they showing you movies of people walking around with shirts on, long shirts, throwing stones and shit. Y'all can't believe these movies, y'all. They lying, right? They trying to make y'all think that during those days people were very primitive. No, they weren't. They were very advanced. You got to think about it, right? If we're the lineage of the sons of Jacob, you telling me that during them times, some guys didn't have a mind to invent the stuff that they invented? And you got to think about it, they were more pure than we are now, because everything we eat is poison. Everything we eat is poison. They wasn't eating poison then. So their minds was on a whole higher tier than ours. And everything that they used during that time was natural. They knew certain stones, if they were put together, could do certain things. This is why when they came to this land and they seen all the shit that they saw, like in Chicago and all that, a lot of people don't even know Chicago is right next to Israel, the real Israel. Yeah. Chicago, Illinois is right next to Israel. Yep. The real one. So, during that time, the technology was way higher and it was all natural. That's why that we had what you would call free electricity and all that type of stuff. And that's why they destroyed it, because they wanted to put us in captivity. See, people don't understand. Slavery ain't what they telling you. That's a lie. You're a slave now. You're a slave now, and they got us so brainwashed that you don't even you think you free, but you're not. You're a slave. I'm fucking this candy up, y'all. I'm sorry. But think about it. And I said this before. How is it you think you free. You don't go outside and till your land to feed your family. You go till somebody else's shit. And when you get paid, they garnish your pay before you get it. So, I just want you to think about what I'm saying to you. Think about it, right? Imagine this. You know you work 40 hours. You know what you make an hour, right? And you get paid. And you don't even know you're getting paid. Because you don't know what the fuck they taking out your check until you get it. So you don't know what you make. You got an idea, right? Then they tell you they take the taxes out, right? They keep their country running. They keep the government going, right? That's what they tell you. So they taxed your money already. Now, you go and say, let me go get some food for the house for my kids. Because everything that was natural and that was free, that the Creator gave you for free, that was all over the fucking land, they took out. And they put it in certain places where they have control of it. Think about it. When that came here, and I can tell you this when I was young, there were fruit trees everywhere. Blueberry trees, vines, grapevines, fucking orange trees, peach trees, crabapple trees. And I remember this in the 70s and 80s, right? You can't find that shit now. Because they took it. They took all the female trees up, and they don't even plant the male trees. They took anything that bear fruit or food or sustenance, they took. And they put vines in place. Trees that grow like vines. Like if you look at a lot of these big ass trees that grow the little, we call them stank bombs and shit. If you look at them when they're young, they are vines. They not a tree. It's just a giant fucking vine. Listen, y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, these motherfuckers turned the Garden of Eden into a wasteland. We were in the garden. This shit is a wasteland. They have took everything. You used to be able to walk to the stream and get water. You got to pay for it now. You have to pay for water. You have to pay for stuff that grew naturally on Earth. Read the diary of Christopher Columbus, or really his name Cristobal Colon, but read his diary. He said it was fruit hanging over everywhere, all at the banks, all in the waters, everywhere. He couldn't believe what he was looking at. He said fish was jumping out the water in the boats. Everything was in abundance. They took everything and they put you in captivity and they got you thinking you free and you not. And even the people that they brought over here and told them, the people that came here as slaves, the white people, because y'all did not come here and subjugate shit, because y'all ain't get here until the 1800s. Even them, y'all are slaves. All of us. And the only reason why my people are treated the way y'all are is because they have changed what and who we are on paper. And they taught it to our children in schools. They taught it to us. And now we believe the bullshit. And it's so crazy that any person that look like me and is my age will remember in the 70s and 80s This is the time I grew up that we used to wear all that Africa shit. Wear the fucking big ass clock with the Africa sign in it. Wear the little rope john. It was like a leather little patch with the red, the black, and the green had Africa on it. Dumb African people did not fuck with us. They would tell you right to your face, you ain't us. You don't come from there. They would tell you that. Literally. They would tell you right to your face. And to be honest with you, some of them still will tell you right to your face. You don't come from here. The only reason why they know that slave trade story is because they get taught the shit when they come over here. They teach them that shit. Just like they teach them all the other shit. And if all we got to do as a people is change our fucking status and start claiming who the fuck we are. I don't care. Like, listen, fuck with them so-called Native Americans and saying they not us and this not their land. They faces are nowhere on this land. Nowhere. I don't care who you are and what you are. When you take something or you were given something, you put your name on it. You put your name on it. You put your mark on it just like a dog would. They have no mark here, y'all. And then if you look at the same ritualistic dances they did where they came from, they do them here. And they get y'all with these fake ass movies showing y'all these lies. They were not the people here. Why you think? Listen, how you gonna be? You gonna tell people y'all the Mayans and shit, but you go inside the temple and look at the hieroglyphs over the wall. You don't see nothing but a bunch of niggas with dreadlocks everywhere. How that make sense? So how these niggas faces get on the walls, but y'all supposed to be the Mayan? Bunch of niggas, and then every photo you see, if it is one of them in there, it's one of our people with their fucking head cut off, hold their fucking head, or got them bound up on their knees and shit. Listen, y'all, we gotta change this shit. But if you want to keep believing them bullshit ass lies and keep begging these people for something they never gonna give you. They never gonna give you what you supposed. You know they not. And you keep begging, and then when they throw you a little fucking penny, what happens when it don't pan out to be what they say it's gonna be? They say all y'all do is complain. We gave y'all a black president. That man is not of our people. Obama is not of us at all. The only fucking president that was of our people was the presidents that was in line before George Washington. The 6 melanated presidents before Washington came here. And he wasn't even white. So it's like us as a people, bro, we gotta be the ones that wake up and say enough is enough. We gotta be the ones that stop fucking begging somebody that got us in captivity to do better by us. They're never gonna do better by you. You are a prisoner of war. Why would I treat you any better or give you back anything or put you in a place anywhere that you may gain power and overthrow me if I took your shit? You see what I'm saying? Even with most of these wars they tell you about, y'all, listen, how is it that I want y'all to think about this, right? They telling you that they had this civil war to free everybody, right? So while the whole country is allegedly at war with white men fighting British and black men helping them or whatever, right? And then at the same time, you got the fucking Gullah Geechee wars. You got King Philip's wars. You got all these other wars that's going on. And if you know anything about King Philip, he was an indigenous king in America, melanated, American Indian, fighting off, guess who? Yeah, because they was trying to take his land. Just like the Gullah Geechee wars and the Seminole wars. Same shit. Like, something got to start making sense, y'all. And if y'all ain't noticed, like, the stuff that they tell you that was going on, it seemed like their shit is lies. And yours is, like, more truthful, if you understand what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, y'all, listen. We are in captivity right to this day. You are a slave today. And you really need to get that shit in your head. You are a slave. Is that my son? You are a slave. You don't own nothing. I don't care how many houses you said you bought. Don't pay them taxes. And see how many houses you own. Think about it. They got the fucking policy officers. They supposed to uphold the Constitution. Like, what Constitution they upholding? They don't even know it. They only know the policies that the fucking corporations tell them to uphold, what they say. And if you really know, you know that United States of America is not the fucking landmass. It is a corporation. It has nothing to do with the land. It's a corporation. So when they tell y'all all these lies that they were fighting for their freedom to get out of the tyranny of Britain, all right, so why they still paying Britain? And why do the presidents got to go over there and meet a queen? For what? If y'all separated? Like, come on, y'all. It's like, at what point are we going to start using common sense? At what point? Because they just lying, and we just fall for it. Every time. But the banana in the tailpipe. Every time. Every fucking time. Don't go up on my ass. Damn, boy. I swear to God, people are so stupid. Non-driving asses. They be so busy in a rush trying to get somewhere, they just ride right up on your ass. Go ahead, dog. Shit. Don't even pay attention. I put my turn signal on all. They still right up on the back of you. But yeah, like, at what point are we as a people gonna start paying attention to what's really going on, y'all? We are not free. There's no way that you walking down the street and a fucking cop jump out talking about where your ID. The fuck you mean where my ID at? I gotta prove to you that I'm a person? That I supposed to be here? Like, come on, y'all. It's all setups. And we gotta put this shit to a stop. We do. And think about it, right? They gave you the right to vote, right? They gave you a right, right? All right, you gave me a right. So why you hell bent on our fucking vote? Why is our vote so important if we never had a right? So it shouldn't even matter. It shouldn't even matter. Amen. Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? It's like, when is this shit gonna stop? They need our vote. They need us to put them over top of us. If we stop doing this shit, it'll be over with. Even like with the even with the Jesus, this man gonna talk my head off. Even with the shit, he just made me lose my train of thought. Yeah, but you know, you see somebody and you know they just gonna talk you to death and you don't be bothered. Yeah, that type shit. What was that shit I was thinking about, y'all? Damn, I just lost it. Hold on. Oh God, I really lost that John. He really threw my whole train of thought off. You know, people get drunk and just, oh God, just want to talk to you. Like, oh Lord, leave me alone. But so yeah, if we just sit back, man, and just stop. Oh, I know what it was. So even like with the Democrat and the Republican Party thing, right? So you got right now, I just saw a video, right, with Obama condemning Trump, right, about the immigration thing, right? Why don't y'all go back and look at Obama's old videos of when he was trying to get elected the first time and see what he said? Because, you know, he said the same thing that Trump is doing, the exact same thing. I keep telling people, it's bad cop, good cop. They both are on the same team. It's not, they play this game and people fall for it. People really fall for it. The Democrats will call you a nigga behind your back. A Republican will call you a nigga to your face. At the end of the day, y'all, these are foreign people ruling over you on your land. They think about what I'm saying to y'all. This is what we got. See, this is what we need to be concentrating on. We need to stop concentrating on what this government's doing, how they fucking up everything for everybody else. This is not what we need to be thinking about. What we need to be thinking about is waking our people up, letting our people know that this is our land. This is where our ancestors were. This is where your great grandma pushed your great other grandmother out her ass. This is where your ancestors walked, tread, prayed, whatever. Before anybody was on this land, we were here. We need to be sitting there informing and showing and teaching our people that this is our land. Not worrying about some fucking government. Not worrying about what this guy is doing wrong or what this guy is doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to be doing. Because when it don't take all of us, but like when 3/4 of us is have the same mindset, we think in the same way. There's nothing they can do to stop us. This is why they spend billions of dollars to keep our asses separated. And it's not just about like hatred. It's more. It's even thoughts and views of the way we see things. They spend money to make sure we do not think the same. And when one of us rise up and they see that brother or sister, it has the power to bring 5 people in the room on the same mindset, your ass is going to jail. Just like that boy. What's that little boy they locked up? He was on here talking about all the stuff that they were doing. And I heard they gave that man 15 years. You know? Like the one way you could always accuse one of us of something and outrage everybody is just touching a kid. But there's not too many of our people that touch kids. A lot of us don't do that. This is why white women tell their daughters or sons, if you get lost, go to a black man. Why? And it ain't just white women, it's damn near every race. They tell them to come to one of us because they know we ain't into that shit. They won't even send their daughter or their son to their own race because they know what them men into. So now you need to think about that. But now all of a sudden you got all these so-called black child molesters. Like, come on, y'all. Come on now. Hey, at what point are we gonna start thinking and using common sense? That's the thing, man. And they got us so fucking separated as a people that they get away with murder. They get away with a lot of shit, man. They do. They do shit and they get away with it. That's our main thing, y'all. We need to be doing. We need to get a hold of our sons. Like, we gotta get hold of our sons. Like, that's number one. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, at the end of the day, if a woman ain't allowing you to see your kids, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, and your child out there acting out, that's a hard thing to do. That's a hard thing to do. But it's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. But that's like one of the main things we gotta do. We gotta get to our kids and we gotta show and prove to our people that this is our land. Once we do that, y'all, the fucking game is up. This is why they constantly make these fucking slave movies. The stuff that they always making movies about, this is why they do it, because they want to keep our minds in this. They put us on a fucking boat from Africa, knowing like hell you wouldn't even survive that fucking trip. You know what I mean? But look, I'm gonna let y'all go because I done said enough. You know what I mean? But this is something we need to worry about. Fuck all that damn all this goddamn the Republican Party and the Democrats and this and that. Fuck all that. It's supposed to be us as a people coming together and teaching each other what's really going on. Fuck all this other shit, y'all. Real shit. But I'm out of here, y'all. Alright? Alright.